Islam family. This is Low Hill Bay calling from the near the Houston, Texas corporation. I'm calling to first and foremost give honors and thanks to you all, everyone on the panel. Great show, great information. Appreciate it. I'm calling to give like a little testimony, I guess you could say, to my experience of me standing on my square and being who I am, dealing with the Roman soldiers and their employees. I was just this Monday. I've been dealing with these meetings in the hearing room regarding a alleged possession of marijuana. But to make a long story short, I've turned in my writs, sent in my writs. Although they mentioned to me that they didn't get them, but I doubled up myself, and I mentioned that I remember when Anna E mentioned that you shouldn't have to turn your paperwork into them in person, but unfortunately I had to do that because they kept saying that they weren't getting it, and I had to, and I did lose a receipt. That was my fault.
That's a courtesy copy. Excuse me. You're saying at that time while you were in there, you had an additional copy, and that's called the courtesy copy. In case they say, well, we didn't receive them, then you had it right there. Okay, yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, I had it right there, and what I did was I didn't know. I'm very, very green to this still, but what I thought to do was to give one to the clerk, turn one into the clerk before I even had to go up there, because I think that maybe when I go up there, they might just try to do what they want to do and not even take it. So, but I had three. So I had the one that I sent to them, and the one that I sent to them, the one that I had on me, and the other one that I was going to give to the clerk when I was there too. So, but to keep going is that when I would go there, I told them I didn't even just bring up the jurisdiction thing. I didn't know if I was wrong the first time I did when I went there the first time, and they just pretty much ignored me and he ignored me. He didn't adjudicate, but what he said was, I'm gonna reset it, because you don't have an attorney. And I told him that I'm not, don't waive any counsel, don't waive any of my rights, but I cannot have an attorney because of and I'm propria persona, and I'm here to handle my own affairs and have these alleged charges removed and expunged from the record, because I lost my you can say my job because of that, because I'm an educator, I'm a teacher or whatever, and they and somehow some way it got on the record. My teacher, my principal understood. The principal understood because, actually, I took the marijuana from a student, and the principal was there when I took the marijuana from the student. Was there when I took the marijuana from the student, but when the school, they have like sweeps or whatever, and they have dogs. It's an alternative school, so they had dogs come in, and when the dogs came, it was actually the exact same day that when the dogs came in, they smelled the marijuana in the classroom, and it was maybe 2 hours later after I just confiscated it from the young man, but I didn't take him to the principal office to get him expelled. I pretty much chewed him out by myself for a whole hour, and then I talked to one of the counselors to help so he wouldn't get expelled. But make a long story short, they came in, they found that, and then it was kind of embarrassing because they handcuffed me in front of the students, and the students know that that's the far opposite of me. But my point is to go around to talk about the magistrate, whatever. But the first time I went there, he reset it, and the second time I went there, it was a lady, by the way. She reset it, and I had to stand on my square. She didn't know. She tried to act like she didn't know what anything about Moorish Americans or anything. Like, she said, well, who are you? What are you representing? And what is this? And I said, I'm Aboriginal indigenous to the land, ma'am. And she said, I know what indigenous is, but I don't know what Aboriginal is. You know,
right. Yeah.
So, and then she went off to. I didn't know at this point in time. I was kind of a little nervous because I thought I got smart with her. Because I said, she said that she knows what indigenous is, but she doesn't know what Aboriginal is. And I said, well, ma'am, are you serious? I said, are you serious? And she said, yes, because that means you don't know anything about the state of Texas Constitution, the Penal Code, and all this. And this was I just finished listening to the lecture about you guys with the Penal Code and all that type of stuff too, you know. And I just mentioned to her, I said, ma'am, all that is fine for you, but all that is fine for you, but I'm like, what's Constitution? I said the American Constitution, 1791, is the only thing that is the law of this land. I'm not familiar with anything else because it's foreign to me. And then she said, well, get out of my court. Get out of my courtroom. And I didn't know what was going to happen at that time. So she said, get out of my courtroom. And then she said, have a seat. And then the people, the workers or whatever came over with the reset form. And just this Monday, they sent me to a reintegration court because they kept throwing it back and forth. Now, I didn't know what reintegration court was, but I guess it was my learning experience. I'm supposed to know this, learn all this, you know. In the meantime, between time, while I'm in this venue, I'm sitting there observing everything. I'm observing how they talk to you, this Monday, I had on my fez. And when I walked into the hearing room, they told me to take your hat off. I said, excuse me, sir, this is not a hat. This is my national headdress. And he said, take the hat off. I said, sir, I'm not taking my hat off because I'm not taking this off because it's not a hat. It's my national headdress. And he told me to get out of the courtroom. And then I got out of the courtroom. And then he came back to me and told me, he said, the judge is aware that you're here, you know, so you can come back in. The judge and this is in front of everyone. And then when I walked back in, people were looking at me like, and I wasn't in there to cause attention. I'm just trying to get this expunged, you know what I mean? But people were looking at me, and they took care of everybody in the courtroom again. Everybody in that room, but me, until it saved me for last. And what they tried to do is, because the situation had me out on, I'm still researching this myself about this bond situation with the bail bondsman, because I know I know that's a illegal process, but I'm learning about that, you know. But I'm learning about it. So he thinks he has one up on me, but I know fraud has no statute of limitations. So I'm gonna figure it out and know learn this. But what they tried to do, they tried to give me a PR bond, and just yesterday they tried to give me a PR bond, having me sign something, and I said what I said was I'm not signing anything because I'm not giving anybody authorization over my life, you know, to sign any contract like that. And she said to do anything I noticed that it said $44 or $24 per something. I didn't even read it because I knew similar to what it was. It was signing something that gives somebody so they can have a paper trail in case you don't appear to the next time, you know. And I figured as much. That's what it was. I might have been wrong, but I didn't sign it anyway. But I'm just sharing my experience with you all because I'm not flying by the seat of my pants. I'm studying up, no doubt. But it's just new experience for me because I'm going in there, and I'm going in there on my own, doing this and operating within myself. And I know it's some things that they probably gave me one of the magistrates probably gave me a window out, and I might not have peeped it, but you know what I mean, because I'm going slow with this, but I'm understanding that. Every time they keep asking me about this attorney and lawyer, I'm saying no and pro persona, and they just keep resetting it, you know. And now I'm at the point like, okay, well, let me study up and see why, so I can get this over with instead of stopping resetting it, because they just reset it again to the 6th. And I told them this time, that you're gonna. I mean, it's conflicting with my schedule, and if, and then they just told me, hey, well, you can just go talk to the coordinator and get something situated. But I'm just calling to share my journey. I'm still going at them with them, and this is yesterday. I said, okay, I gotta go harder with the studying. It's something that I'm missing. So, and I don't want to miss it, because I want to get this over with and go back to back to my life. But I just wanted to say thank you to you all, because it's only because of no doubt it's because of me, but the teachings from you all, and it's helping me be, and I'm sure other people too are out there fighting their own battles and learning and becoming to their own self. But I just wanted to share my journey of what I'm going through with you all, because you all give me the strength to go back. When I get nervous, I listen to what Annie and Ross. I read the Circle 7 Quran. I don't know if you all know. I'm ordering books like every chance I get a little Federal Reserve notice. I'm ordering books on books on books, and I know just to study up and to gain the proper knowledge I can, so I can be safe here and safe within myself and in protection. But I just want to say thank you, and I'm much appreciative, and I will keep giving you all updates as this goes along.
Islam.
Wow, Islam. Islam.
So now, and what do you have to say to him about them? They doing to drag you along while they figure out what they're going to do or what he's going to do. That's probably what they're doing it for you, don't you think?
Yeah, I think they trying to shake me up, because one time they tried the lady magistrate. She was trying to go hard on me. You don't know this, you don't know that, and I just said, I don't know what all those penal codes and the state of Texas. I just said, I just know what the American Constitution is. And when she said she didn't know what aboriginal was, and I looked at her funny, and I was like, huh? And I told her, I'm sorry.
What I'm finding here is the trickery. I don't know if you caught that, Annie, or not, in that, if you don't know, they were saying, well, if you're not with our stuff, then you probably don't know what a penal code is then. That found that kind of like trickery, like they're saying, they're admitting this is what we do, and obviously you don't know nothing about that because you are some strange person that don't know nothing. And that's when you come in and like, no, you did that right. The law of the land is what the law is, and they're whatever they got going on does not suit. Do you think they're trying to string him along to try to put the hammer on him at a later time rather than just dismiss it? I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
It's a lesson. Is all I can say. Yeah. It's a lesson
for him. Mm-hmm. In other words, he needs to continue to go through this experience to learn the lesson as he already is doing.
That's correct. Islam, are you still there?
Oh yes, I'm here. I hear the point. I was just listening. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. I know it is a lesson that and that's why I'm taking it in as a lesson that I need to learn. I asked you guys before, to the email before, but I thought about it. You know what? This is something that I gotta man up on, because it's not things. It might come across again or something like that. We might not be the same situation, but they're gonna keep coming. So I said, okay, let me man up. Let me walk through the valley, and and focus. And this is making me more stronger about everything because I'm, like I said, not just regarding this, it's about my whole circle of life. I'm getting more stronger about everything and more confident about everything because I know what I stand for, and I know starting to know what's right, and and that's just I'm appreciative. It's unfortunate that I came off some Federal Reserve notes because of this, but I'm feeling like okay, I can that'll flow full circle too, but I do know that this is a learning process, and it's something that I got to get this done before, not just for myself, but for I one day want to have a family, and I want to have to be able to protect my family with the right words and the right actions, instead of just playing the victim, and that's not what I'm on. But I definitely, like I mentioned before, you're absolutely right. This is a lesson, and I'm gonna keep going through it, and we'll keep calling, letting the family know what's going on. And I know I will prevail through this, because it's the law of the land. It's just that, hey, I gotta know my strategy, come up with a stronger strategy, and go back at it.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
That I yield the floor.
All righty, as well. All righty.